Recently I was trying to rekey my Mazda Miata. I have a 1990 NA, and when I bought it, it had multiple keys for the same car. So I wanted to go ahead and rekey the vehicle to have only one key. What I ended up doing was going to the junkyard and getting a bunch of different cylinders and locks for the doors in the trunk. And today I'm going to show you how to take apart the trunk cylinder, because it was the one that gave me the most issues. So this one's already been taken apart, rekeyed, and fixed up, but I'm going to show you real quick how to disassemble it, because I couldn't find any videos anywhere on the internet about it. So the first thing you're going to do is get this out of the trunk. It's pretty simple. This will be on the outside of the Miata. There's two 10mm bolts holding it from the inside of the trunk, and then the plastic finish panel will be sitting right here. So you'll need to remove the finish panel, take the two 10mm bolts off, and then there is a bar that attaches right here. Pop this off of the bar, take it off, this will come right out. When this is put together, it will look like this with an E-clip holding that on. So you will remove the E-clip. This slides off. There's a metal washer and a plastic washer, plastic spacer that come off. And you are left with the lock itself. So the first thing is going to be getting off this piece here. I've cleaned mine up. I went and kind of gave it a stainless brushed look, but there are 3 little indents on this outside cap. Best tool I found was a little bent pick. It's very tight, but you just get it in there, work your way in, and lift those indents up. Once you get all 3 of them lifted, you'll be able to remove this piece. You can see you did bend it a little bit. This is real easy to repair with needle nose pliers. Be really careful when you do this. This little faceplate is the next piece to pop off. When that comes off, your dust shield will pop off. There is a spring right here that keeps it pressed against that face. Don't lose that. And now you are down to getting the actual centerpiece out of the casing. What you're going to need is the key. Go ahead and put that in the front of the lock. And then in the back, there is a brass tab. And if you can take a small jeweler's screwdriver and you push that tab down, you have to hold that down with the key in it and slide the cylinder out. When I first had this one, it was so mucked up and grimed up that I actually had to turn it a quarter turn to be able to pull the cylinder the rest of the way out. This is that brass tab that you have to push down from the back. It's a retaining tab to keep this inside. You have to keep this key inside the lock to keep these wafers in. If you pull it, they start popping out. So that's really important to make sure that those stay in there. So if you are rekeying it, just make sure that you put these springs in. And you have the wafers in the correct position. To put it back together, you'll just slide the key back in again. This wafer, for some reason, is sticking. Try not to lose anything here. you'll need to slide it back in again, and you will need to press the retaining clip down to get it through. Once it's in, that retaining clip will pop back in. You can pull your key out, and that's stuck. Go ahead and reassemble. On this spring here, there's a long end and a short end. The short end is the one that goes inside the hole. And then you'll just piece the rest of it back together. The door, the face, and the centerpiece, and that's it. Clamp it down, make sure it's set. I went ahead and cleaned mine up. These get really nasty and dirty with dirt and grime over the years. CLR, a little bit of brake cleaner, and then make sure you re-lube it. Use lube that is good for locks. Don't just use like WD-40 or something. There's a lot of discussion on what the best lube for locks is out there, so I'll let you guys go ahead and do that. But there you go. Removal and disassembly of a NA Miata trunk lock. Thanks.